Sonoma County is well known as a wine and food destination around the world. From the outside looking in, our food is thought to be dominated by sustainable and organic ingredients prepared by renowned chefs. However, that is not the reality for much of our community. Welcome to Community Health Connections. My name is Oscar Chavez. In this episode, we'll take a look at our food system, where our food comes from, where it ends up, and what happens in between. Through the collaboration of many different people and organizations, Sonoma County is working to build a strong, healthy, and sustainable food system for generations to come.
For so long, we've assumed a good food system is that which comes to us fast, cheap, and tastes good. Now, I have nothing against fast and cheap and tastes good, but the fact is that if we look at the long term of where we're headed, too many of us actually don't feel good with the food that we're putting in our bodies.
It is no secret that we have childhood obesity. We have food insecurities throughout so many communities in America today, and I think that makes it all the more important to find out what's going on agriculturally in your community.
I really think it starts with education, from children learning things in schools, but even mom and dad shopping for the family at the store. Read labels, visit your favorite product's website, learn everything you can about how they're doing things, and then you can make a more informed choice for yourself that's going to be better off for the land and the animals too. We've always been solar assisted. It was the year 2010 we became 100% here at the farm. Also at the creamery in the parking lot, the solar system there powers 2 electric car charging stations. So folks pull up and plug in their car and fill her up with the sun.
When you've got Mother Nature on your board of directors, showing up to meetings oftentimes a little bit disgruntled, it throws a whole nother variable into the mix, and really a food system is about how are we relating to the earth and to the natural system as well.
The innovation that's going to be necessary to build the food system of the future lies in our minds and hearts today and needs to be unlocked.
What we know is 40% of food in the United States is lost. That happens on the farm, that happens when the food is packaged, that happens when we see folks maybe over-purchasing at the grocery store and ends up a lot going into the trash. We're able, by allowing farmers to post compelling deals and tell their story on Crop Mobster, to help farmers recoup some of their costs, whereas previously a lot of the excess food that goes to waste we lose all of our money on.
We have a problem in that many of the gardens aren't allowed to take their food into the school and eat it. It's silly to get a government subsidy on a school lunch when you have a beautiful garden with fresh lettuces and broccoli, etc. What we're hoping to do is not only grow the food, teach the children how to do it and why it's important, but to get them to eat it, share it with their home, and we want it in the schools too.
It's absolutely possible for every single member of our families and every single citizen in Sonoma County to have good food on their plate every single day.
One of the things that we're doing to make this more sustainable is by providing the produce handling and storage training, by providing the stores with how to do food demonstrations themselves and how to put up marketing materials themselves. Our hope is that they will continue doing this work once the project is gone from their store.
Our ability to consistently feed ourselves food that nurtures us, that improves our prospects for the future by making us stronger, healthier, and smarter, that's the only way that we can guarantee our future.
Soon in the world, there's gonna be like no more stuff for fast food, and we're gonna have to all eat like food, like garden food, because like they'll never run out. It'll never happen. Like slow food will never run out.
As a mom of 2 young children, I found it very important to look at the food that I'm putting into my children's body because I want to give them every advantage that they possibly can. And it's not just the ingredients, but it's where that product comes from. So I don't buy tomatoes in December because I know that we can't grow them here. And that's not a bad thing. It's just learning to eat, the way they did a couple hundred years ago, which is seasonally and locally.
A food system, it's the easiest thing in the world to take for granted. We go to the store, the food is there. We go to the restaurant, the food is there. But those decisions are some of the most powerful ones that we make for ourselves and for our families.
There's a lot of incredible work happening in Sonoma County, and we don't want to waste our resources or our donors' resources replicating something that's already happening. We want to do the piece that we do really excellently that will add to the collective impact of the whole.
If we can create these local, casual, friend-based bonds, I think that's sustainable. That's sustainable agriculture.
Thank you for watching this episode of Community Health Connections. To see past episodes and to learn more about this program, visit krcb.org/health.